Good evening. You're up high tonight for this work stream, mostly because I was trying to find a different way to arrange my monitors. Tonight, I'm going to be working on building out a graphic for a video. This is a graphic of that goes over the top of someone explaining immigration and how many countries that children have to travel to and through in order to immigrate into the United States. It's an interesting, it's kind of a beautiful education for me. I didn't even know this, or I just never thought of it. But when somebody comes, across the Mexican border, among many borders, but this particular example across the Mexican border, into the United States, there's kind of this assumption that, you're just coming from Mexico, but a lot of times they're not. They're coming from Brazil or South Africa, and there's so many different countries that they have to travel to, and it takes years for them to make it there. And so these children, sometimes, they'll stop for a year or two, and their parents will work to save up money to make it to the next country. And so they bounce around school systems, the different languages, and it's really hard on the children, and their education deeply suffers from it. So I feel like to best illustrate that is to create some sort of a graphic that really shows how many countries that they have to come through in order to make that journey to the United States. So it's a pretty simple little animation that I'm going to attempt to create here. This is in like the tiniest window. Normally I have it on a full screen on a separate monitor, but for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna squeeze it in tight for you all. I don't think I did that last time. Same thing. We're going to probably time lapse this because I have a really hard time talking and editing at the same time. But we'll start here with a little bit. First of all, trying to make this image make sense because it is very warped and bizarre. Anyways, I'm going to blast through this and hopefully get to the other side and we can take a look at what I've created. So, see you on the other side. Bit of a buzzkill. My computer just crashed, so that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Let's all that for that. I know what you're thinking. Let's show you the final product here.
Africa to United States. It takes years. From Brazil to Mexico, there are 10 countries they cross. It's not easy for a child. Their education is affected.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that came out. I think it is effective enough to get the illustration across. It wasn't something necessary. No, the client did not request it specifically, but I just felt that to be a really powerful thing. That the moment I heard it in the interview, I quickly went to Google Maps and I'm like, I gotta look at that journey, right? Because there's a lot of countries between Brazil and again, he's only talking about the portion of these journeys that go on. And the context of this video is for essentially, they are an organization that deals with the trauma of children who have immigrated to the United States from one of these countries. They're doing a really good thing. I mean, this is one of the things that sometimes I work on videos that are educate me and really enlighten me, and this is one that for sure has. I feel. I've worked with this organization before, and they do all kinds of really, really powerful things. This is just one particular program that they have where they're helping social workers and counselors and stuff kind of understand the stories of immigrant children and what they go through in order to get to the United States. And it's really sad. I mean, people come to the U.S. and it takes them 10 years or sometimes longer to get here, and it's this really, really horrible journey, frankly. and it's all they do it all for their children, and their children just go through so much to get here. And anyways, sad all around. So, but this is cool to be a part of. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.